Welcome back to Brave Ideas Friday 5. I'm your host, Caleb Parker, and I'm here with David Song for Flexspace AI for our event today, how to build and nurture the demand funnel for Flex. Here at Office Space in Town, we had about 25 people here in the room, different Flex and co-working operators. David, we had quite a few takeaways today, and one of the things that we talked about was filling top of funnel. But the first thing and most important thing we do to fill top of funnel is what?
Understanding your audience. It is marketing 101, really understanding your target audience, your ICP, and how it differentiates for both your space and how you deliver. And I think that is hugely important, which then drives the positioning and branding. But again, understand your audience. I cannot stress the importance of that and how operators don't do it. And the ones who do are really successful in converting eventually to potentially a member.
Well, we'll get to the conversion in a moment, but one of the things that we talked about as well was in-market versus out-of-market customers. What is the difference between the two?
In-market is people already looking for you. They know the space they want and they're ready to buy. Out-of-market is people who don't even know they need space yet. The future CEO, the future product director, the future potential member that has no idea that they're going to be looking for a co-working space or a flex space within the next 3 months, 6 months. And that's a huge difference. And the marketing tactics based behind each will make a huge difference in how the business is run eventually.
Well, speaking of marketing tactics, Sarah from Work Life, who is one of the co-hosts at this event, she talked about how 85% of their business comes from direct leads. And so she talked about the importance of filling the top of funnel with the out-of-market customers. Why is that so important?
Because the opportunity is so big. People that have a very narrow lens. People who raise their hand is a very small number, so that the opportunity cost in terms of the bigger audience of looking for office space, looking for flex space, looking for meeting rooms is exponentially larger than you think. And therefore, the out-of-market customers are your most valuable, yet they're not customers yet. So you have to focus on those guys to then drive top of funnel, which will then lead people to become in-market, because then eventually, any space, they remember you, they then flip over to an in-market prospect.
So when they do flip over to the in-market, what are some of the tactics to get them to convert from an in-market customer to an actual lead?
Old school marketing, right? Branding, promotions, above the line marketing where they see you and they're excited about your positioning. Below the line, offer a free tour, come in for a free day pass, and making sure that they understand these services exist and for them to try your product. It's a very retail 101. And for them to convert, you have to be activating 24/7. Just one offer doesn't work. You have to do it multiple times because their value is pretty high. They rent, let's say, a 5-year lease. It's worth it to give them a free day pass.
Definitely. And I think the retargeting point you make is poignant. When they make a trigger, whether that's a certain click on a website, a booking, a day pass booking, that becomes an opportunity to retarget and convert them to a lead. Once you do get them to convert to a lead, we heard a few things today around conversions from lead to actual customer. Once you've gotten that customer to book a tour, to come in and see the space, what was some of the tactics we learned on how to convert them to an actual customer?
So you want to provide the experience from your brand positioning so that it's consistent. So once a lead becomes, they've done the tour, they understand what you offer for services, now you close a deal on your brand. Going back to understanding your audience, step one, you know who's come through the door. They came in because your space offers them something. Deliver on it. And so I think that is hugely important that operators forget, they do a tour, they said no, they walk out. That's a lost lead. That's absolutely not true. Follow up with phone calls, follow up with more tours, follow up with even a flyer, a direct mail piece that goes to their home. Understanding that piece is so important and delivering on your positioning is hugely important on the remarketing process.
Well, there you go. The most important thing about being brand-led is making sure what people see online is what they experience when they come in. Thank you, David, for sharing your debrief, and thank you for tuning in. Until next week, take care of yourself.